The thing that I liked most about Micheal Jordan as a player was the fact that I didn't have to try to guard him. If you had a poor defensive scheme, he was going to fill the hoop up until you either figured it out or the game was over and you lost the game. Some of his acrobatic drives to the hoop are just remarkable. You know, he can get past the defense and use a little bit of English off of the glass. The ball drops in so nice. It takes some really advanced skills to do that consistently. The 1988 All-Star Game was a showcase for Micheal. Micheal had figured out all the things he needed to know to be a dominant player. Everything. One-on-one, couldn't guard him. What Micheal Jordan showed the whole sports world was the fact that you put the right people with him, he's going to lead them to world championships, without question. He was a prime example of excellence and a leader that would lead you all the way to the top, all the way to the top. That was basketball at its finest.
And on a chilly February night, the city of Chicago hot with anticipation for tonight's marquee game.
To the All-Star Game. Get up and get loud for your West All-Star. At forward, making his 7th All-Star appearance, the standout veteran of the Denver Nuggets, 6'7", Alex English. Making his All-Star debut, the front court star of the Utah Jazz, the mailman, 6'9", Karl Malone. The man in the middle, an All-Star, each of his 4 pro seasons from the Houston Rockets, 7 feet, Akeem Olajuwon. At guard, making his first All-Star appearance, the virtual star of the Denver Nuggets, 6'3", Lafayette Fat Lever. And the NBA leader in assists in his 8th All-Star game from the Los Angeles Lakers, 6'9", Irvin Magic Johnson. The head coach of the West All-Stars is Brad Nelson. Let's hear it for your West All-Star. And now, the starting lineup for the Eastern Conference. At forward, a 3-time most valuable player, an All-Star each of his 9 seasons from the Boston Celtics, 6'9", Larry Bird. He's one of the NBA's most exciting players. In his third All-Star game from the Atlanta Hawks, 6'8", Dominique Wilkins. The man in the middle, an All-Star for the 10th time. One of the game's most rugged rebounders from the Washington Bullets, 6'10", Moses Malone. At guard, the most valuable player of the 1984 and 1986 All-Star games. This Chicagoan is making his 7th All-Star appearance. From the Detroit Pistons, 6'1", Isaiah Thomas. And finally, the NBA leader in scoring and steals. An All-Star each of his 4 seasons. The charismatic star of the Chicago Bulls, 6'6", Micheal Jordan. The head coach of the East All-Stars is Mike Fratello.
Greetings, everyone, from Chicago, the host of the 1988 All-Star Game. Alongside the terrific Clark Kellogg and our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Clark, this terrific city has produced some greats, and 4 of them playing tonight.
Mo Cheeks, Isaiah Thomas, Doc Rivers, and Mark Aguirre, all All-Stars, and I'm sure they've got plenty of family and friends in attendance to enjoy their performance on the court.
Yep, so much to celebrate. And Clark, is there a common thread when you think about a Chicago-type player?
Well, I certainly do believe there's a common thread. When playing outside or outdoors in the Windy City, the perimeter shot can easily get blown off course. So you got to be able to get that thing to the rack and in a straight line fashion. And that's something all Chicago players share in common.
A lot of high flyers, you're right. And your West All-Stars, Fat Lever and Magic Johnson, the guards, Alex English and Karl Malone at the forward spots, and in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon. For the East, it's Moses Malone inside, and Dominique Wilkins with Larry Bird, the forwards. And in the backcourt, Isaiah Thomas and Micheal Jordan.
And you look at Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, rivals since college. Early on, no love lost between them, but over time, they've become friends.
And the West will start out with the possession. Here's Olajuwon. The grace of Hakeem Olajuwon. Something special to see. And if there was a snub, Clark, for this year's All-Star game, many felt it was the sharpshooter Dale Ellis of the Sonics.
Well, you take a look at what he's done. He's the only top 10 scorer in the NBA who was not an All-Star.
Yep, the Tennessee Volunteers should be here. Here's English. And a miss there off the inbound. Clark, you see Larry and Magic together in those Converse ads. They've become really the faces of the NBA.
And Kevin, I think they've inherited the mantle from the great Dr. J. He's done such a great job representing the league all these years, and certainly he's left it in good hands with those two.
And that's a great comparison. The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Micheal Jordan, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And the Eastern All-Stars favored to win tonight.
Star power and firepower. Veteran IQ and smarts. But you never know. The West has quite a bit of talent, too.
Indeed they do.
We all know about Michael's offensive prowess, okay? But he's incredible defensively as well. He works hard at that end, and that's rare for a star.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And Micheal Jordan, not only last season's leading scorer by a mile, but Clark Kellogg this season, he is in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year.
He is the true definition of a two-way player. Gets it done at a high level at both ends.
Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
West All-Stars ball.
And Micheal Jordan, and man, was it great. What a thriller. He and Dominique Clark put on a great show, and you could tell they both wanted it so badly. Perhaps the home court advantage gave Micheal Jordan Clark the edge.
And there was another winner from last night, and that was Larry Bird, taking home the trophy in the three-point shootout. And he didn't even need to take off his warm-ups to handle his business.
Clark, somebody told me he looked at the rest of the competitors and said, okay, who's going to be in second place here? Who's going to finish behind me?
Sounds just like him.
They push it up 4 on 3 from deep. And when the jump shot is fallen for Micheal Jordan, what can you do? He is unstoppable. West All-Stars still look like they're getting going. 9-point game. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Looking to stop the bleeding and put an end to this run.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Olajuwon finds Malone. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
East All-Stars ball.
Quick start here for the East All-Stars in this one. There's got to be some excitement, maybe even, Clark, some butterflies playing in the All-Star game. You want to prove you belong out there.
I agree with that, and there can also be the temptation to try to do a little too much, maybe get flashy, but with these players still getting a feel for each other in the flow, a lot to be said for making the simple play.
Nevertheless, a great honor. And plenty of subplots to this game. For more, let's send it over to David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, this story has never gone away over the years, guys. Isaiah Thomas is, of course, a native Chicagoan, but you'll still hear some boos today from Bulls fans. That's because at that All-Star game a couple of years ago, people questioned whether Isaiah froze out Micheal Jordan. And some people still believe it. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, that story has not gone away. Thank you, David. For what it's worth, Clark, Isaiah Thomas denies there was a freeze-out, and Jordan himself says, I never said it. So what do you think?
But the reality is, we probably never will know the full story.
And Micheal Jordan winning the dunk contest yesterday, Clark. Can he add to his trophy case tonight?
Kevin, I think his teammates want to see him win the MVP. I think they're going to give him as many touches as he needs to have a chance to do it.
Ooh, that'll be fun to watch. Clark, amidst this all-star celebration, labor negotiations between the players and the NBA continue.
Trying to find their way through this current impasse, Kevin, and looking to avoid any interruptions to this game that we all have a love affair with.
Yeah, I know you and I hope they can find some common ground.
Please make it happen soon.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
The East making a switch. Ewing's checked in. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Worthy comes in for English. Clyde Drexler has subbed in for Magic Johnson. Hey, Clark, the record for points in the All-Star game is 42, set by Wilt Chamberlain back in the 1962 All-Star game.
And you know, a lot of Wilt's records seem virtually untouchable, but I don't think that one is. With all these great scores, who knows? It might be broken tonight.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Here's Lever. Following the basket by Micheal Jordan. Were they with it? Now guarded by Jordan. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars.
West All-Stars, ball.
So for the West, Abdul-Jabbar comes in for Elijah Wan. And McDaniel has subbed in for Karl Malone.
Xavier McDaniel.
Drexler with the bounce pass.
2 minutes
Down to
remaining
5 on the shot clock.
2 minutes.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to McDaniel. Here's Worthy. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And Kareem looking to set the career record for all-star scoring. Isn't that something?
It really is. Needs just 10 points to do it, Kevin, and you got to love his chances. I mean, that's a layup for him, pun intended.
Yeah, a good one. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the most all-star appearances by far in NBA history. Clark, an all-star in every season of his career except one. And in that year, he was injured.
Yeah, and at 40 years of age, matter of fact, the youngest player tonight was only 4 years old when Kareem made his first all-star appearance. That player, Brad Daugherty.
No kidding.
That's right.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
At the line for your East, Micheal Jordan. At the line for one.
Jordan no good on the free throw. Clark, their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yes, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, they've made some outstanding plays, but way too many turnovers as well.
Now, here is Jordan. Following the miss by Pat Lever. And starting last season, Clark, Micheal Jordan's scoring went through the roof.
Averaging over 37 points per game, partner, and he's kept close to that pace this season as well. Remarkable.
Amazing and remarkable, right? Wow. And not many out there who can elevate like Micheal Jordan. And tonight's All-Star MVP will have a $5,000 check presented in their name, Clark, to the Thurgood Marshall Black Education Fund.
A great cause in honor of a terrific American.
32 seconds left in the first quarter, and he makes that one. Jordan's got 32 points in the game.
From the opening whistle, their tempo has been the tempo of the game.
Pass to McDaniel. Back to Lever. Poked away. Thomas with the steal. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Here's Jordan. That's good. That's Thomas picking up the assist. Jordan's got 34 points.
Right out of the starting blocks. They've been dominant at the offensive end.
Here's Drexler. Knocked loose.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And so it's Micheal Jordan making things happen for the East. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Back to the action in just a minute. Welcome back, everyone, to the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. As these great fans hope Micheal Jordan can bring home the win and the MVP hardware. On the court for the West All-Stars, Drexler out there with Magic Johnson, and there's Malone. Then it's Elijah Wan, and it's Aguirre in at the 3 spot.
And the head coach of the East, Mike Fratello, his first time coaching in the All-Star game.
Johnson dishes to Elijah Wan. That shot, no good. Now the East will take it the other way. Here's Jordan. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
Micheal Jordan, MJ. It really doesn't get much better than this.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West All-Stars. How about that? Mike's a terrific friend of yours and mine, and Fratello's Hawks recently moved into first place in the East after the Cavs beat the Celtics. Clark enabling him to become the coach of the East All-Star.
So don't be surprised.
Oh!
Playing well on both ends of the floor, stifling defense, and dangerous O. That's a heck of a combo.
Micheal Jordan now with 42 points, Clark. He has tied the record for scoring in an all-star game.
A piece of history. Boy, is he special.
Wilkins passes to Rivers. And Doherty kicks to Wilkins. Here's Jordan. And it's a new single-game record in scoring for the All-Star game. Set right in front of us by Micheal Jordan.
What an incredible athlete, Kevin. And it seems whatever he sets his mind to do, he can do it. Impressive.
Johnson, the pass to Aguirre. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And Jordan gets it to go.
Got to give Jordan credit there. I mean, he's got a knack for making tough shots in the paint.
Here's Johnson. Up again. It's good on the putback.
How about this list? Players who have never missed an All-Star game in their careers. Jerry West, Bob Pettit, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Those last three playing here tonight.
Johnson surveying the floor. Malone trying to break free. That one wide left.
And Coach Mike Fratello, a colleague of ours, coaching in the All-Star game, standing tall amongst a bunch of tall guys in the NBA. You know, his dad was an amateur boxer, and, you know, I think that background gives Mike a lot of confidence as a coach.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge with a report on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Thank you, Kevin. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the oldest All-Star in history. This is his 17th game. No one else has been in more than 13. To put that into context, there were 6 players in yesterday's Legends game that were younger than Kareem. Magic Johnson says he respects Kareem more than anyone I know because of the pride this man has in whatever he does. Kevin, back to you.
He is a very proud individual. David, thank you. And Kareem's coming out here, Clark, after spending 2 days in bed with strep throat. I mean, it's remarkable.
And, Kevin, that's exactly the pride Magic was talking about, and that's why it seems like every game we do, Kareem is adding to some type of record that he's already established. Tonight, he could very well become the leading scorer in the history of the All-Star game.
Isn't that phenomenal? They call him captain for a reason. He is truly the leader of this entire NBA.
Yes, sir.
Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball. And Clark, not easy for these coaches to put their stamp on the game. Only a 1-hour practice yesterday to get acquainted and move through some sets.
And, you know, Kevin, it's not about necessarily practice time. A few offensive sets is all that's needed. I think it's how you manage the players and give them a platform to have fun and do what they do.
That's a good point. The East making a switch. Malone's checked in. The West All-Stars also with a sub. English is checked in. The West making some changes. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Malone. And Levers subbed in for Clyde Drexler. Passes to Donaldson. Malone with some nice D.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Jordan kicks to Wilkins. Good ball movement here by the East. And there's Micheal Jordan, the assist by Rivers. Jordan's got 55.
What a power surge by these guys. They can't miss.
And stolen by Jordan. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Another big night for Jordan. What a natural scorer he is. MJ simply can do it all.
English outside. They need this. Knocks it loose.
Tell you what, you look at the rebounding discrepancy in this one, it's obvious they made a concerted effort to dominate the glass.
Johnson. And it's sent back by Wilkins. And here we go. Fast break. Jordan's got it. Yep, it counts. Jordan's got 59 points.
In the open floor, few are better than Jordan. MJ can literally fly.
Wilkins, bounce pass. Micheal finds Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Micheal.
Starting to pull out ahead off the back of some terrific offense.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Johnson can't hit.
They desperately need something to fall.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
And when Jordan is in rhythm now, his pull-up game, deadly. Shoots it with such confidence.
Johnson can't hit.
Rough quarter for him. Just hasn't been able to connect.
Malone passes to Rivers. Here's Jordan. Connects from three-point range.
Jordan getting quickly into the shot. No hesitation. Supreme confidence shooting off the pass.
Johnson, the pass to Donaldson. No good on that one.
Well, it's not easy to time an alley-oop. Just ask that pair.
Here's Jordan. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
Looking to stretch this lead out even further, going right after his shot.
Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian. And Kareem at 40, still handling his business, getting it done. 15 points a game on 54% shooting from the field. For a 40-year-old, that is excellent production from the center position. Jordan really confident rising up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he sinks these outside jumpers.
And so it's the East All-Stars enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this. This break. And we welcome you back to the second half of the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. Great performances from these players, whether it's their first time participating or their 17th.
You know, you get into the latter stages of the game, and it's normal to wonder who will take home the MVP trophy. It's certainly one of those accolades that's about the great ones.
Thomas is out there with Micheal Jordan. Then it's Malone. Then it's Rivers. And it's Bird in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. The kick out to English. Over Thomas. Here's Malone. And the rejection by Bird. Here's Jordan. Tremendous pass from Bird. He can do it all.
There's the peripheral vision we talk about. Bird finding a wide open teammate.
Here's West now. Johnson dishes to Lever. And a minute played as the second half gets going. That shot misses. And there's Micheal Jordan, the assist by Malone. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter. And of the players in tonight's All-Star Game, Clark, 2 have won MVP trophies in this game before. Larry Bird and Isaiah Thomas.
And how about this, Kevin? Thomas has won 2 out of the last 4 years. If he was to get 3 MVPs, that would put him in some rarefied air, tying for second most. Bob Pettit is the only player to do it 4 times.
And the East with the lead.
Living up to that favored and top billing and giving these fans quite a show.
Malone trying to break free. And Magic Johnson continuing to orchestrate beautifully.
And Fat Lever snubbed a year ago, now a...
Oh, and there he puts it down! Oh, my goodness.
And perhaps the coach lit a fire under him at halftime because they have owned this third quarter.
Got a piece of it. Here's Johnson. Micheal Jordan grabs the miss. Here are the East All-Stars. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And yes, it's good.
Pretty good display of strength by Jordan there. Absorbed the contact and still able to nail the shot.
Danny Ainge has checked in for the East. McDaniels checked in for the West. Drexler comes in for Johnson. Free throw good, Jordan. Here's Lever. Pass to Drexler. The feed to Olajuwon. And it's Olajuwon with the jam. And Clark, when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon's Houston Rockets, here is a team making a lot of moves.
Tell you what, their trade for Joe Barry Carroll and Sleepy Floyd paying huge dividends. They're certainly on the rise in my mind.
Yeah, a lot of people like those moves.
And, you know, most of these guys are accustomed to having their team's offense built around them. It's an adjustment for them now to figure out who's going to get the rock most of the time. Hey, when you throw it Drexler's way, expect the exciting, because this guy doesn't disappoint. One of the best alley-oop throw-downers in the game. I really like how they've worked to get the best shot. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Showing great patience there.
And you think about adjusting, Clark, how about the all-star reserves? Guys that start normally are the stars of their team, now off the bench on a team of stars.
Kevin, excellent point. For players who are used to starting the game, probably a rare experience coming in off the bench and trying to get it going. But I think these guys so enjoy being part of this, that sacrifice is not much at all.
You're exactly right. Back to Lever. Wide open look. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open,
oh, man. Pretty artful dribbling display by Jordan there, and it completely baffled the defender.
So it's the West now.
You know, there's been talk about adding a third referee to NBA games. The commissioner and the rules committee are in favor of it, and they plan to put it before the board of governors at the next meeting.
The 17-footer. Second shot opportunity. Olajuwon, no luck. It's been a one-sided affair for sure.
It is.
Oh, my!
Wow! There it is right there in front of you. Jordan going to work and dunking it like only he can.
And so it's Lever who brings up the ball for the West. And there's the pass to McDaniel. Alone with it. 1:33 left here in the third quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
And making his all-star debut in his third year in the league, Karl Malone, one of 4 players in the NBA, averaging over 20 points and 10 rebounds a game. And Jordan is simply amazing at finishing through contact. Doesn't matter what you throw at him or who, he finds a way to score.
And the rejection by Bird. And he's able to get it back. And here is Jordan. Non-stop scoring. Look out!
You know, once Jordan makes his move to the basket, he has no intention of stopping, which makes it hard to slow his progress.
Drexler kicks to Malone. And the jam by Karl Malone.
And the 6'9" forward, Karl Malone, out of Louisiana Tech, playing for the Utah Jazz. Tonight, he's wearing number 7 to honor the great Pete Maravich, who himself was a 3-time All-Star with the New Orleans Jazz.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Ainge. It's deflected. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Thomas against Lever. Dishes it to Olajuwon. Chalk up 2 there. Olajuwon's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, great body control that time by Olajuwon. Really hard to knock him off balance.
The shot's good from Jordan.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, what a ruthless, wicked dribble move that time by Jordan. Threw his defender off and got the space he needed to fire.
Up in time. Here he goes. Good! He got it at the buzzer.
That was right on time.
And so it's the East All-Stars with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Welcome back to Chicago for the 1988 All-Star Game. The grand finale of what's been a tremendous weekend to celebrate the NBA. Here's Johnson.
You take a look at the landscape of the NBA, and I tell you what, that Central's about this. 36 games above 500 combined.
Donaldson is out there with Worthy. Then there's Aguirre. Then there's Drexler. And it's Johnson in at the point. Now a timeout called by the East. Well, you look at all 6 teams on pace to make the playoffs.
And, you know, Chicago got off to that great start, kept off just a bit. Now tied with Detroit at 3 games behind Atlanta. Those teams are...
Down the stretch here, the East, Clark, out in front.
Getting it done. It's been such a fun game to watch. Entertaining from both sides.
It sure has been. 5 to shoot. They get a hand on it. Tries to save it. And out of bounds. The block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
You know, you look at Doherty's assist numbers, and they are tremendous for a center. Brad has excellent vision of the floor.
Johnson, the pass to Aguirre. Drexler against Cheeks. Pulls it from 20. Here's Worthy. The shot, no good. Bird with some nice D. Here's Jordan. The basket good off the assist from Cheeks. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
And, you know, overcoming all challenges when he's taking the ball to the hoop. And that Midwest has been the second most competitive division. Those teams are sitting at 10 games over 500, enjoying this big lead, and right now they look unstoppable on offense.
And stolen by Jordan.
They can't miss on an absolute tear.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West. Looking to end the run. Rebound by the East All-Star. Here's Jordan. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
The touch on Jordan's close range shots is really outstanding. He almost makes it look simple and easy to score in close like that.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the West now. There's the drive.
Hey now! Hey now! Yeah! And this is why you just can't give Jordan a running start. I mean, once he has that, the launch pad is set, and he's going to ecstasy. Right through the air and on top of your head. And Commissioner David Stern in the house tonight. Since taking over 4 years ago, he's done a remarkable job helping guide this league to new unprecedented heights.
Exactly. Right through the knee for the layup.
Down the stretch when you...
I'm recording the music for you. Just dump it out. You don't need none of this.
Need buckets, go to the guy who's gotten you this far.
The West All-Stars with the ball. Here's Johnson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And they'll keep possession. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Worthy. Patrick Ewing's checked in for the East. Micheal comes in for Larry Bird. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for the West. One thing the league has done since Commissioner Stern has taken over, Clark, is really marketing the league around its stars. And I like that type of strategy.
I agree with you, Kevin, wholeheartedly. And what better time to highlight those great stars than tonight? Amazing talent, compelling personalities. The league is certainly on a great trajectory.
It absolutely is.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
And Kareem will need to get it going, Clark, to reach double digits.
I think his teammates have to do a better job of getting him touches. Just keep feeding him. He's more than capable of getting there.
Outside, Aguirre.
What's up, L2 Talk Gaming Channel?
And Kareem, the elder statesman. 19 years in the NBA. Decades of dominance. Wasted no time on that one.
Boy, that's an outstanding find by Ewing. It helps that he's as tall as he is because he's able to look over the floor quite cleanly.
Here's Johnson. And that one goes long.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Lever's checked in for the West.
Lever.
.144 left to play here in the fourth. On Kareem, running low on time to set that scoring record, Clark.
Kevin, there's still enough time left in my mind for him to do it. I would love to see it happen. No guarantees that he gets back to this game next year. And he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Personal foul. First team foul.
McDaniels checked in for James Worth.
Micheal Jordan.
Hey, don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it. I've been playing hard this whole quarter. Don't quit, wait.
Throw good,
It is
Jordan.
there, oh, my controls. Maybe you should charge it. With the controller button.
Outside, Aguirre. That's in there. Lever with the assist. Lever's got 3 assists in the game. And here are the East All-Stars now. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And Jordan gets it to go.
Terrific focus to get to the basket there.
Now the West with the ball. That's tipped. Over to the left wing. Doherty against Aguirre. There's 3-pointers off the mark. It's Jordan on the wing. Over Abdul-Jabbar. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Back to Lever. Doherty with the ball. He's picked up.
Who
by
created
Lever.
blinds? Comment down below. You can play one game with me on 2K23. Or whatever
Outside
game you
Jordan.
play. I'm on PS4.
Ewing trying to get open. And again, it's Micheal Jordan.
And with this last run, they have shut the door on any chance of a comeback.
Lever, the pass to McDaniel.
Take the ball, come on. Pass to me. Pass to me.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock.
I can't.
Now here's Jordan. Cheeks the pass to Doherty. Feeds it to Ewing. Kicks it out to Micheal. Now here's Jordan.
No.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
Basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Have those. I got a cash out card. Buzzer beater. Buzzer beater. Let's
And
go.
the Eastern All-Stars deliver. The favorites coming in.
Make a shot,
They
dude.
did not disappoint.
And it
You
counts.
looked at that team on paper and you saw they were the stronger team and should have been favored, but you still got to go out and win. And they did exactly that.
And so much scoring in that lineup for the East. My goodness, look at those names. It's always going to be tough to stop.
And you factor in this crowd cheering on Micheal Jordan, Kevin. No wonder they found that extra gear they needed when it was time to get it done.
That's a good point. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Let's go. I won the game.